Well, hopefully we don't have those concerns come mid-July, and hopefully our guest here that's joining us right now is going to be a big part of none of those concerns in mid-July. We're all going to be happy and excited and pumped up. And that's defender for your Orange County Soccer Club, Mr. Tom Brewitt. Tom, welcome back to the show. How are you feeling after you got the first match of the season out of the way? How are you feeling? How's the club feeling?
Oh, thanks for having me back on the show. Obviously, it feels like 2 points dropped on Saturday. We always want to open with a win, as we did last year. But look, as Larry's just said, there's positives to take from it. It's the first game. It's a newish group. We've got a lot of young players that are bedding into the team, so a lot of positives to take. And I think I said in my post-game interview about how it's step one of the season, and it's a great platform to build from.
You mentioned some youngsters on the roster. I mean, you're partnering with a teenager as your partner at center back, plus some other, uh, youngsters that are on this roster. Uh, as sort of a veteran on this roster here and a leader of this team, what do you do to help make sure players like Tyson Espy are in the most comfortable position that they can be in, and how do you help them become great professional players for the future?
Yeah, I mean, both Tyson and JJ coming into the starting lineup first game of the season, it's a big moment for them. My job as captain is to make them feel comfortable, give them capacity to trust themselves that they are good players and they're ready for this step. And no one's perfect in a game of football, so you're going to make mistakes, whether you're 60 or 36. And it's how you respond to them mistakes and how you keep doing the right things and your intention towards the game is just the biggest thing.
And just stepping away from the field or the match and just the experience at the stadium. You were here obviously last year to this year. It looks like a totally different stadium. The excitement seemed to be very well there, and the fans we were talking about earlier. It seemed like a packed house there. What are your thoughts on everything that the way the stadium has transitioned from what you saw last season to this year? Environment, excitement, everything in there.
Oh, it's brilliant. The club's done an unbelievable job of getting it ready. They've done it very quickly during pre-season, and it looks brilliant from the advertising boards to the new stands to the pre-game music to the pre-game on-field activities. It's creates a really good environment for us to play in as players, and allows you fans to get behind us as you always do. So it creates a great environment for us, and hopefully we can have a stronger home record this year as what we did last year.
I'm going to hand it off to a familiar face, Larry. I'm sure you get tired of seeing that face week in and week out. But Larry, go ahead.
Patrizio, my man. Hey,
How are you?
listen, I'm good, buddy. Listen, I want to tell you how happy I was to see you. I mean, after going to three preseason matches, being at the UCLA game, and not seeing you on the pitch at all, to see you come out opening night, play a full 90, look good the entire time, that made me very, very happy because obviously you are the guy who's going to anchor that defense. What's the first bit of advice you're going to give to the 16-year-old standing over there on your left, when you realize that you were almost twice his age because you are an old man now at 29 years old.
Apparently so, yeah.
What do you tell him before, first match of the season, big start for him? What's the sage
Yeah,
advice?
my biggest message to him was I've got you. Stay on the front foot. I've got your back. Play your natural game. Don't think about the event. Don't think about it being your first start. Don't think about it being the season opener. Play your game. Let me take the responsibility of leading the back line, organising the team in front of you, the pieces around you, and communicating on where the number nine is. Play your game. Trust yourself, and the rest will take care of itself.
And from my point of view, it looked like he did a really solid job back there. I mean, he wasn't the greatest center back in the history of the game, but he just might get there one day. We don't know. I want to step away from talking about soccer for a second. This past summer, if you guys don't follow Tom on Instagram, you really should because he has this amazing dog, Nacho, and Nacho is so very cool. Would you like to share with the audience, with the other guys here on the show? Tell us about your road trip this summer.
Yeah, so no, Nacho's my little best friend. Comes with me everywhere, all over the world, no matter where I'm playing, and keeps me sane. But no, in this off season, I drove from here to New York, in about 10 days. So we did an unbelievable road trip, starting in Southern California, stopping along the way. Got to see a lot of this amazing country, and was an unbelievable experience for me. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, the star of the
Such a
show.
great picture.
No, he is. He's the superstar. Like I say, he keeps me sane, and I'm a huge dog person, so yeah, he's my little best mate.
And Nacho is one of the many reasons that we love having you as part of Orange County Soccer Club, Tom. So, hey, you know
The
what?
main
Keep
reason.
it up. Well, you know, you're also a pretty decent player. Last time I checked.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it.
Absolutely, brother. So, hey, listen, I'm going to step away. I'm going to let Brad give you throw some questions at you. So, Brad, go ahead, take it away.
Yeah. All right, Tom. I got two quick ones for you. Unfortunately, last season you did miss a couple games due to injury. I think we, as people who sit in chairs and talk about soccer, can't appreciate how to come back from injury and the fitness and growth that goes into that. So, just wanted to see, from behind the scenes, what goes into returning from an injury. I know you came back for the playoff games against Sacramento and New Mexico last year, but what really does go on behind the scenes to get back into match fitness mid-season?
Yeah, it's a massive mental challenge more than anything to always have the bigger picture in mind and to sort of take the setback for what it is and understand what your target is. So for me, I had a huge target to make it back for the last game of the season. That was probably a few weeks in advance of medical advice, but it gave me the drive to come into work every day, make sure I stayed fit and make sure I stayed ready for what was going to be an important game, whether it was playoffs or the last game of the season. So it's just day to day, staying around the boys, staying a part of it, being part of that environment, and making sure you're doing the little things that isn't the glamorous things. It's not the things that people are going to see on a Saturday night or even on social media. It's the things that no one sees when you're on your own in the gym or with the rest of the injured boys getting you through it. The fitness stuff that you've got to do and looking after your body to make sure that you can come back and perform for the team.
Yeah, obviously wish you nothing but the best of health this season and, a full 30 game plus whatever we're calling the USL Cup this season. I think it's Prinks tires.
Yeah,
Getting what 8 of those games in for you as well. My next question for you, I asked our guest last week, but what are some goals that you have set for yourself this season?
I
I
think a
think
big
you
one.
go
Go on.
ahead,
No,
sorry.
no, a big one for me is to just, as you say, I think play as many games as possible. I think we found a little run of form halfway through last season, just before I got the injury, where we were tight on defence. I think we conceded 4 in 9 games. So I think if we can pick up where we sort of left off at that point, I think keeping clean sheets is going to be a huge target for me this season, and trying to sort of be a coach on the field for the boys in terms of that security in the back line and the players around me. So that's a huge goal of mine this season, to have a really solid defense.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Sorry for cutting you off there. I was going to give you Ethan's example last week in case you needed some help
Yeah,
there, but I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Matt for a couple questions. I think he
That's
has as
Charles
well.
number
no
one.
problem.
That is Charles number one. That's not Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, my question is, so I know, I mean, you come from a very big academy, pretty decent one, I guess I'd say, as a Chelsea fan. You guys are all right, I suppose. What do you think are kind of some of the next steps that OC has to take to kind of, obviously facilities and stuff like that, but to kind of get to the next level of getting that academy going, getting those young players, dialed in even more?
Yeah, I think a massive thing for me, having seen both sides of it, is that consistency of fixtures against the best players across the country. From, I mean, from the age of 9, 10 for me, I'm playing against the Chelsea academies, the Man United, the Spurs, the Cities, and you're playing against the best players around the country. And then often in the off season, you're going away to tournaments in Holland and you're playing against Ajax or Italy and you're playing against the Italian giants in their academy. So you're testing yourself constantly against players at your age or above. And it really helps you get into that professional routine at an age where you're nowhere near professional yet, but you've already started to get them routines and habits from, as I say, from almost a baby.
Awesome. Love to hear it. Ray, on to you, man.
Yeah. Tom, really quick, I want to ask you, there is a question in the comments from Russell asking if we'll see Nacho walkout this season.
I'll have to speak to the front office about that one. I'm sure he would love it. Not sure he'd love that many people looking at him at once, even if he is a little celebrity. But I'll have to speak to the front office about that one.
And maybe we'll have to also find out how many dogs there are, with all the players. Maybe we can get a little pup bowl going before, or like before a match or something special where you can have them playing on the pitch with a soccer ball and see who can score.
Absolutely. I think we had dogs at the park last season at some point, so maybe this year when we do that, we'll get Nacho walking out with me.
I was gonna say, the question is Nacho more of a defender or more of an attacker?
Defender. He's definitely more of a defender, although I think he'd last about 10 minutes in this heat before he needed a lie down. So as long as the goal's shaded, he'll be all right. He'll make a good defender.
And Russell actually put a second question here that we'll ask also is, there's an Open Cup match that's going to be happening in just about 8 days, I believe, here from today. It's a rarity for Orange County because it's a local derby. It's Orange County SC versus amateur side Laguna United FC. What is the club thinking? Because I know last year, over the last couple seasons, really, there's been this like commitment to the cup and wanting to perform and wanting to perform well in that cup. Is that the same mentality that the players have this season and the club has this season? And what are your thoughts on playing against a local amateur team in the Open Cup?
Yeah, for sure. In any competition we play, and we want to do well. Last year it was massively disappointing to go out the way we did, and we want to put that right this year. So, of course, that's the target for us as a team, to go further than what we did. And it's always nice to go on cup runs, when you can get to the latter stages and you're playing against bigger teams. It's important, but you've got to take care of business early doors first against the likes of Laguna United, where they're going to want to come and they're going to want to beat us. They're going to want to put their own marker down and prove a point themselves. So we've got to make sure we do our jobs right and we handle business in 8 days from today.
And then let me ask you this. This is a non-USL question. This is going to be a fun question for Matt, because I know he's ready to bash me on this. But I do have to ask you this. Who had a worse day today, Liverpool or Tottenham?
It's definitely Spurs. I mean, Liverpool, look at getting them back to Anfield at 1-0. You can take that. I'm not sure Spurs are feeling quite so confident after their thrashing, certainly not after the first 15 minutes.
What would you do to fix Spurs, Tom?
How long have you got?
I knew that was coming. I have to. I'm, as a Spurs supporter, I just have to laugh at it. It's just whatever could go wrong. I'm hoping that is that, and Orange County is going to be the bright side for me over the next 9 months or whatever. So,
look, I was a big Ange fan. Say what you want about Ange's style. I'm a big soccer fan at heart, and I love seeing different styles, and I don't like it too much when coaches just try to emulate other people. I think what I liked about Ange is that he had a very clear style of play and he was going to stick to it, and it brought Spurs a trophy which they've not had in countless years. So to see him go last summer, I thought was a bit of a shame, but it's going to be interesting how they finish this year.
I agree, Tom. I'd love to see Ange come back.
Oh,
it'd be great for us.
I have two. I have two dream comebacks. Would either be Ange or Poach. I'll take either of those back at the head of Spurs. Tom, this is not a English soccer show, so we can't delve too much into that. But I do gotta ask you or wrap things up with you. So, what would you want to say, or what's your message to the fans after week 1 for the remainder of the season? What do you want to see from the fans? What do you want to provide the fans in 2026?
Again, first of all, a huge thank you. It doesn't go unnoticed, even in the first minute of the game. The fans are singing and are on our back, and have our back, sorry, I should say. It's hugely appreciated by the players, that constant level of support. And as I said earlier, our home form last season, I think we were second or third best in the entire league. So that's hand in hand. That's on us as players, but it's also what we feel, the energy from the fans at the Champ. So we got to try and emulate that again this year and improve our away form. So keep bringing the noise, keep bringing the energy, keep supporting the boys, and we appreciate it more than we are ever capable of saying thank you.
Awesome. Well, we want to say thank you to you, Tom, for taking some time out of your Tuesday evening to jump on our show. We appreciate it. Best of luck to you and the boys in 2026, and we definitely look forward to speaking to you again. Hopefully, not like Larry was saying, where if we're in the cellar come July, we're all bummed and sad and worried. We're going to be excited come July, right?
Yeah, we'll make sure you're excited. We'll do
thank
our
you so
best.
much.
We could have 0 wins in July and 1 tie and everything else losses, and I'm still going to be up here as Patty Positive saying, "We got this, guys. It's not over yet."
Larry, I can promise you, we'll give you more than that to cheer about come July.
I don't doubt it for a minute, my man. I do not doubt it.
Well, everyone, thank you so much to Tom Brewitt for joining us. Defender for your Orange County Soccer Club. Best of luck in the upcoming match against Phoenix. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Cheers.
Thanks,
Tom.